Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. NFL Week 2 game picks. Okay, last week I went 11-5 in my game picks, but this week we're looking to try to go 16-0 in all the picks. And the first game starting off this week is on Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. Vikings at the Eagles. So Vikings heading to Philly. We're going to see how that shapes out. Should be a pretty good game. And, the Vikings lost to the Bucks. I picked the Vikings to win that game, but the Bucks was able to beat the Vikings. The Vikings defense looked a little better, but you can't allow Baker Mayfield to beat you in the end and allow things to happen in the end. But we're gonna see how it shapes out against the Eagles offense. Eagles couldn't really get a lot of things going offensively against the Patriots. Patriots did a lot to know that and got the turnover also on Jalen Hurts as well. But I think in this matchup right here is in Philly on Thursday night in prime time. I'm going to take the Eagles to win this game. I think the game probably will be, I'm thinking probably mid-20s. The Eagles win probably 24-21. I'm probably thinking around that, or 27-21-ish right there. I got the Eagles winning, though. Next game, we got the Ravens at the Bengals. I think the Bengals are going to resurge and not allow what happened last week, because you're never going to see a game like that again probably, where Joe Burrow only throw 82 yards. You're not going to see that again. This man is too very good and too elite to do that again. Playing against the Ravens in the rivalry. Joe Burrow always struggled against the Browns. I think he's like 1-5, 1-6 against the Browns. He always struggled against the Browns. So against the Ravens, we're going to see something different. Joe Burrow always find a way to whoop the Ravens sometimes. Well, sometimes the Ravens get him kind of like back and forth a little bit like that. But we should see a different Joe Burrow. We should see a different Bengals team as well. I'm going to take the Bengals to beat the Ravens in this game. Seahawks at Lions. I'm going to take the Seahawks to bounce back from that blowout loss as well to the Rams. I'm going to take the Seahawks to win against the Lions. I think it's going to be a very close game. Colts at the Texans. Anthony Richardson looked pretty good in his debut as a player. He got to learn how to slide a little bit more. I know the last play he kind of had to force himself to try to get in the end zone, but early in the game, you see some of the runs he did. He wasn't sliding. He was taking a lot of hits, taking a lot of punishment. Sometimes you got to learn how to protect yourself. There's nothing wrong with taking a check down. Taking a check down or running out of bounds or sliding down like that, nothing wrong with that. Just playing smart football to keep your body right for a longer run, because this is one game out of 17 games or 16 games left you got to play. So we need them to stay healthy. You need to learn how to slide, learn how to take check downs. But I think he should go out there in Houston and beat the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud, he doesn't look too good. He looked good in preseason. And he didn't look too good so far in the regular season, but hopefully he turns it around. But I'm taking the Colts to win this game. Bears at the Bucks. I'm taking the Bears to win this game against the Bucks. The Bears look terrible against the Packers. And last year the Bears had the first pick. They just traded the first pick to the Panthers. But the Bears look awful to start the season off. And it looked awful. It was awful last year as well. But hopefully the Bears can turn it around. And Justin Fields just gotta stay poised. Sometimes you just gotta you gotta win everything. You gotta do everything. You gotta play hero ball. In NBA and basketball they call it hero ball when you not passing the ball and you just think you gotta take every shot. And in football, hero ball basically like some quarterbacks play like Josh Allen try to do sometimes too as well. At least a lot of turnovers, trying to do too much. Instead of taking a check down, instead of just running and sliding or just like living to fight another day, throwing the ball away. They try to do too much to try to make play hero ball and try to make something big out of nothing. And sometimes you can do that in certain situations, but you ain't got to do that all the time, because it just causes a lot of mayhem and a lot of fumbling, a lot of turnovers, a lot of interceptions. And we've seen that from Justin Fields. We've seen that from Josh Allen, too, yesterday against the Jets. Well, I'm recording this video on Tuesday, so when you guys see it, it'll be Wednesday. But against the Jets, we've seen that, too. A lot of those interceptions was just careless interceptions. You need that. You had to lead, so why are you throwing the ball down the field like that? Just take the check down. You had an opportunity to run and get a first down, too, on one of the plays and got a bounce, but you decided to throw this chunk of ball downfield for no reason. So I think the Bears, you gotta tell Justin Fields just to stay poised. Nothing wrong with throwing the ball away. Nothing wrong with taking the check down. Nothing wrong with sliding. You don't have to get it all in one play. But let's try to chip away and try to move the sticks. Use DJ Moore. Use our running backs, and we're gonna try to get and mix it up a little bit. So I think the Bears bounce back in this game and they defeat the Bucks. But I think it'll be a very close game, low scoring game. Chiefs at Jags. I'm going to take the Chiefs to win this one against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's going to be a very close game. Might go to overtime, actually. I think it's going to be a very neck-and-neck game. Chris Jones has signed a one-year deal, so he'll be back for the Chiefs. If you was going to offer him the deal already and you already had this in plan, just go ahead and offer it weeks ago. You could have been offered it like that before we got to this point where he didn't play the first game. And then Because they're trying to do, the teams do, they try to like say, oh, we don't need him. He don't want to sign our contract. So we're going to go out there. And then you see that we can get no pressure. You can get any pressure in against Jared Goff and those guys. And you're like, okay, we need you to come back. But why you just didn't offer that so we don't have to suffer a loss already? You could have just offered that a while ago. But that's what teams do. They always wait till last minute to offer players contracts and money. And then the holdouts that happen. You're like Nick Bosa with the 49ers. The 49ers wait till last minute. They could have did this contract probably. You want to offer him that big contract, make him the highest paid player. You're going to do that already. You should have did that months ago. But of course, it still turned out, it panned out pretty good still, of course, because the 49ers went there and won. And Bosa still looked pretty good too as well. But you could have saved the missing of chemistry and a new DC they got as well. Could have got more chemistry built up if you just made the same deal you're going to make anyway. So I don't know why teams do that and wait so long, but that's what teams do. I'm taking the Chiefs to win now against the Jags. Packers and Falcons. I'm taking the Packers to win now against the Falcons. I think that's going to be a close game as well. Raiders at Bills. I'm taking the upset. I'm taking the Raiders to win this against the Bills. I like Jimmy G. I told you guys, Jimmy G's go out there and win. 41-17 as a starter. And go out there and win. He found a way to win against the Broncos. I think he'll find a way to win against the Bills. I know it's on the road. I know they're going to be underdogs in this game for sure, but I'm going to take the Raiders to win this one. Chargers at Titans, taking the Chargers to win. 49ers at Rams, taking the 49ers to win. Giants at Cardinals, I'm taking the Giants to win that game. Giants got to bounce back. That right there was a terrible display of football on Sunday Night Football in prime time. We already know that the Giants, they made the playoffs last year, but it was 9-8 still. They made the playoffs last year, but the Giants, it's just their offensive line and the receivers. They ain't got the offensive linemen right in the receiving core. That had been the thing for the question. That had been kind of the problem. That's the word I'm looking for. The problem for the last few seasons, really. The receiving core and the O-line. Daniel Jones get hit a lot. Saquon Barkley get hit a lot behind the line of scrimmage. They just haven't mustered the O-line yet to be able to go out there and compete. If you can't win in the trenches, you're not going to win at all. But hopefully the Giants can turn around this game and beat the Cardinals. Jets at Cowboys. No Aaron Rodgers. Man, it's still crazy that he went down with the Achilles injuries, the Achilles tear. And if Aaron Rodgers was here, I probably ought to pick the Jets. But since they got Zach Wilson, I do not trust Zach Wilson. But the Jets got a good defense. I think the game going to be very close, but I'm going to take the Cowboys to win this game. Commanders and Broncos. Taking the Commanders. Sam Howell looked pretty good. His first game. Well, that wasn't his first game, but in the first start of this season, Sam Howell looked pretty good. 201 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interception. Took a big hit at the beginning, a cheap shot hit. And he had a rushing touchdown as well. He looked pretty good. He looked poised. Eric Bieniemy is there as his OC, and he looked pretty nice with the Commanders. So I think he can go out there and beat the Broncos in this game. Dolphins at Patriots. I'm taking the Dolphins to win this one. The Patriots, they're not gonna be some pushover though, so they're gonna be very tough still because the defense is nice. I think that game gonna be kind of the mid-20s, but I think the Dolphins can pull it off. Saints at Panthers. I'm taking the Saints to win that one. Browns at Steelers. I'm thinking the Steelers bounce back. I'm thinking the Steelers, Seahawks, and Bengals all bounce back from those blowout losses they suffered. I'm taking the Steelers to win against the Browns at home on Monday Night Football in prime time. So yeah, those are my picks for this game, picks of the week. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about the game picks and what you're doing for your picks too. Last week I didn't do any betting on any the game picks like that. I forgot to. I was too focused on doing all these different videos, all these hype videos and stuff for the season. But this week I'm gonna probably do a few of them. I'll probably do my game picks, do the prize picks, and try to get the parlay going a little bit. I think my picks will be good. I think I should be able to go out there and these picks will be right. I'm taking the upset with the Raiders and the Bills. Yeah, I'll see how things shape out. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think down below. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.